Hello, it's an extremely hot day today. We're not sure how hot it's going to get, but it feels hot. And we have some things to do over in the area near Pedrogao Grande where we have land, our piece of land. So we're getting ready to drive over there. It's about, I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes from here or something. So we're going to go there and see if we can do a little bit of work on the land. I don't know how long for, it depends on how hot it gets. And then I'm going to get milk from the guy we normally get it from, fresh goat milk, which we really like. And we're going to get some water from the water fountain. You just see how dry everything is. I mean, we can't keep up with watering here at the house. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, it looks like some of these parts of Europe, southern Europe, are getting, becoming, drought-like, and probably we'll end up with desertification at some point. See, look, I think some of the trees are even starting to die off, which is very sad. Anyway, let's see how it goes as we head out to the land in a few minutes. So I've got this bird water thing here in the sun, which isn't great. Anyway, plants and animals need all the help they can get. Hello. Here's Loa. There's Loa. Huh? Hello. It's too hot, isn't it? You're really missing Dad, aren't you? Dad's still in hospital. He's been in there for about a month now, and she really misses him. She is his guardian and best friend. Anyway, let's see how it goes, but it's not looking too good because his dementia has gotten worse as well. He's become very weak because of his heart, which is progressively getting weaker. So let's see. I'll have to adapt. Thanks, Lo. Gonna make some green tea. This is a jasmine one, and that's actually just sage from the garden. And I know it's hot. People say, well, why are you drinking hot tea when the weather's so hot? But I actually add various herbs to it as well, and I just drink it throughout the day. And it's really just a health thing rather than just, for flavor or whatever. It's mostly for health. And this one we get from the health food store when we do our shopping. So anyway, yeah, that's what I do. And I also add turmeric, cinnamon powder, nutmeg, and oh God, what do you call those seeds? I always forget, but anyway. So that's it. I add all these nice spices that are actually very good for health. And I drink that throughout the day. Keep it in a thermos. Add some goat milk. And that's it. It's kind of nice. So anyway, the people who produce these teas, they also have, essential one. And they have various kind of just herbal teas and herbs, dry herbs in these little bags like this. And it's this is about two something euros. So it's not too bad. They have some other ones that are a little bit more expensive, like 4 euros, same size. But it just depends which tea it is, which plant. And that's kind of what it looks like. I put in quite a lot of different herbs and things, so it's not just the green tea. Although the green tea, even a small amount, just really expands, Cardamom pods, that's what I was trying to remember. So you just put a few of these in. like that. And just mix them in, and then just leave them to steep for a while. And that's it. Put in whatever herbs you want. Fresh mint, you know, anything you want. It's very good, very nutritious teas. They're more like, I don't know, decoctions, infusions, whatever, than teas really, because they're much stronger than normal tea. Anyway, so that's it. So I'm going to put that in the thermos, take it with us, and we're going to head out. And I should say, regarding the tea, I usually cover it, and then I leave it for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, just to really kind of steep and get all the goodness out of the herbs and the tea. So that's it. All right. Well, we're driving through Coimbra now. It's a lovely sunny day. We're just crossing the river. Beautiful. It's slightly foggy in the distance, but just quite clear around here. So there you go. There's a truck carrying the cork from the cork oaks. This has been harvested. I think it's I don't remember how many years go by before they, you know, redo it. I don't remember. We're getting close to our land now. So it's getting a little bit fogged over, but that's okay because it's really hot. It's 38 or something, isn't it? It says here 38 in the car thing. So it's actually nice if it gets a little bit cloudy. There's quite a lot of people from other countries that seem to come and visit this area or move here. It's pretty wooded down here, and quite a lot of people from other countries have come here to buy land. So for some reason it's quite a favorite area with expats and visitors from other countries. Mostly people who want to live off grid, or who just want to live sustainably, grow their own food and things like that. So here you go, this is also a village not far from it. Okay, and our land is just here on the right. We've got a forestry road here. And it's not bad to access along this part of the road, but then it gets a little bit tricky. We have to go pretty slow so we don't scratch the car. Because this car, unfortunately, is too nice. Now, one of the problems you can see here, there was already a fire here recently. Unfortunately, we weren't here. But anyway, our land is down below. But it's still a little too close to this. Oh my God, it's really scorching today. Oh, I don't know how much we're going to be able to do here. Anyway, so yeah, here we are. We have to go down. This is not easy. We have to go down this trail here. So I'm not sure how easily we're going to be able to do that. So let's see anyway. We may actually have to end up parking here and then just walking down. But it's down there, and there's a little stream down there, and that's where our land is. So there you go. Well, here we are on the land. Oh, there's quite a hassle getting in here. And yeah, as you can see, we got a lot of fern growth here. Anyway, our land is actually only up to the tree there. You see this? I don't know, let's see. I'm going to turn this around, otherwise you can't see. All right, I turned this around so that you could see. It's only our landline is actually only up to that tree there, and then all the way up to the top. It's actually over a hectare or a hectare, I don't remember, something like that. So anyway, but here's the stream. Look at this. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? It's really nice, and this is kind of hot weather, and it's been dry for a long time now. It's been dry for, what, a couple of months? I don't know, I don't remember anymore. But anyway, so water's getting low. But this apparently doesn't dry up, which is nice. You see where it's running. And there's another big piece of land over there, and it's got a waterfall. That goes, you know, the stream goes through it and becomes a waterfall there too. So they've got the best part, which is also more expensive. It was like 70 something thousand or whatever. It's really expensive, but it is, you know, it's larger than this one. I don't know by how much. There's little butterflies, little things here. So ours is further away from the road, which is why it's hard to get in here. But anyway, here is the marker for our land. So we have to just clear the rest of the bracken up to there, along the tree line here. But then we've got a whole lot to do. We're not going to be able to do much today because we're already really late. It's just so hard keeping up with everything, you know, because the parents need so much attention that we can't really get away. And this is about an hour and a half. No, actually an hour and 20 minutes away, I think this is, from where they live. Some piles we did last time. We cleared, hand cleared. There's another pile there. And over there. So, there's some more piles way over there, and they're quite big piles. The main concern is fire, because the weather's so dry. Anyway, let's not think about that too much, because we've had to drive in here on a dirt road. I mean, unpaved road. And we wouldn't be able to get out of here very fast. We have to go in the water. Yeah, anyway, that is one thing you have to consider here in Portugal. You have to consider that there are fires here, you know. So wherever you go, if you have trees, then it's probably, if you're going to plant trees really close together, it's probably best to not plant eucalyptus and pines together too close to the areas where you're planning to live or camp or whatever. But here we have mostly oaks. They do pretty well. But there are eucalyptus. There's a eucalyptus plantation up there, and that's a bit of a concern. Anyway, do what we can, and that's it. But look at this beautiful flowing water. Lovely, isn't it? You've got to clear this area of bracken here. And then way up top there, see where the bracken is up there? All that was cleared, but now we've got to do it again. I mean, I love bracken, but it's just that we can't access places if too much of it grows everywhere. So we just have to clear it a bit. At least the areas where we're gonna be using. That pile last time. We brought Mom last time. Oh, that was a bit of an adventure. She just sat there by the stream. She can't walk much. She has a walking stick or one of those Zimmer frames. So, but she insisted on coming. So we thought, okay, all right, you can come, but you know. Oh no, there's a ball here. Look at that. Plastic pollution. That comes from people further that way. They've been camping there on the land. From what we heard, that was going to be a sustainable community, but we're not sure if that's still going to happen because the guy who was going to buy the land or something, he ended up with cancer. He's from England, so I think he had to stay home to get treatment. So Now we don't know, but there always seems to be people in tents over there, or at least 1 or 2 tents, so someone's staying there. Look at this. Obviously there was a little trail here that we're going to have to clear to rediscover the little trail that was here. Anyway, but it's a little jungly in there. We'll have to clear some of the little oaks here. They're all a little bit too close together, so that's another project for another time, but it's very slow going. At the moment, the only thing we're trying to keep up with is clearing the areas that we need to clear so we can plant different kinds of trees too, more native trees. Maybe a few fruit trees closer to the water here. We'll see how that goes. Barb is up there. He's trying to clear the trail that comes down here a bit more so that we can actually drive down here and then turn the car around, because as it is up there, it's almost impossible to turn around. It's just a big hassle and takes forever. So he's clearing some of these plants and things on the sides. So there we go. It is so hot. So we're going to get started and keep our eyes out for, you know, any potential fire hazards. Anyway, here we go. Okay, here we are. My face is beetroot red. Anyway, it's pretty hot. We just cleared the trail enough that we were able to get the car down here, which is really good. So, as you can see, here it is. And, okay, the trail, Bab strimmed. Actually, as you can see the trail up there. He's been strimming, Bab's been strimming, and so it's much better. So we come down and then we just sort of turn around. Down here, it was shady here, now the sun's come out. Anyway, it's too hot. We're both getting a little bit overheated, which is a bit dangerous. So, stop strimming now. We did kind of clear a little bit of, oh God, what do you call it? The fern, the bracken. Yes, bracken. So it's not too bad. We did do something. So next time we come, we'll be able to drive down here. You know, instead of leaving the car at the top and then trying to turn around in that nightmarish tight area and without scratching it. All right, look at that water. Look at that. And apparently, according to Bab, and I haven't even gone down there yet, he says it's really cold. It's really cold water, which is nice. And there's so many little creatures here. Dragonflies, damselflies, butterflies. It's just wonderful. So I want to try and encourage that as much as possible. So, did a little bit of work on the trail, so I'm going to call it a day now because it's almost 4 o'clock. And the sun's even hotter now. So there you go. That's the trail now. We've cut a little bit more bracken, but there's still so much of it. So, and like I said, we're not going to take all of it, but just expose some areas that we intend to use. Because part of the problem is that when it dries in late summer or whatever, and then it can become also a fire hazard. So I guess we're trying to keep control of it so we don't have too much of it, you know, dead and dried up here by that time. So we're going to go. Going to miss the lovely sound of the running water in here. We eventually will cut some of this stuff away, just enough so we can see the water more. I don't know, what's this? Elderberry? I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Been a long time since I looked at the leaves and stuff. Look at that, it's just beautiful. Yeah, so we're gonna go and get something to eat now and cool down because it's just unbearably hot. Hi, Bob. It's all right. We've got our work clothes on, so we don't look too great. Neither of us. My face is so red, and anyway, here we go. Well, we're on our way to get some milk now in Pedrogao Grande area, and kind of cooling down a bit now because it's really hot. I think it's actually even hotter now. So anyway, and then we're gonna get some water and then we're gonna head home. Well, we're just coming through the little village that leads down to where we get the milk. Beautiful views over there. So this is around the Pedrogao Grande area where we come to get milk. Anyway, so there's a heat wave on today. And I finally cooled down after working on the land a little bit with Bab. But it took a while. So it's a little bit dangerous. You do have to be careful. 1 minute you could feel okay. So next minute you could start feeling nauseous and even dizzy, you know. Your heart starts beating a little bit fast, even though you're not doing a lot of physical activity. And I think that's probably time to really pay attention and be careful before you pass out and die of heat stroke. So yeah, you have to take this seriously. You really do. Drink lots of water. Well, anyway, I just had to turn the AC on in the car because sitting here waiting for Bab to get the milk and come back, it's just kind of too hot in the car. So I need to cool down because it's just really tiring, the heat. It really is. And of course it is kind of a foolish time to be out working on land, working outside when it's in 40. It says 41 Celsius here, but it's possible. But we were clearing that trail, and because there are there's a bank on either side of the trail, I think the temperature was probably about 45, 50 in there. It wouldn't surprise me because it felt even hotter there, and it was already practically 40 everywhere else. So yes, a bit foolish, but we've survived it so far. I don't recommend it though, especially if you have health problems or heart problems or anything like that. Then don't go out in the heat. Stay in. But if you really have to, then make sure you drink tons and tons of water regularly. Not all at once, but just keep drinking. We're going to get something to eat at Pachamama's here in Pedrogao Grande, the vegetarian restaurant we've filmed before. And this is their menu, just to give you an idea. I don't know how often they change it, but this is current menu. So let's see. We're probably going to go for the veggie burgers, the pea protein veggie burger, which is kind of nice. And maybe some sweet potato fries, chips, whatever. And then what, some hummus? Well, anyway, we're still looking. Maybe a bit of hummus or something like that. So we'll see. We're gonna take it home to eat because we're gonna start heading out because it's late. We've got some water, we've got milk, we've worked on our land, so now we're gonna start heading out. We're here at Pachamama's and sitting outside waiting for our food, and it's just, even in the shade, it's just so hot, isn't it, Bob?
It is.
Yeah, it's just too much. My goodness. Anyway, they've been doing some nice little paintings and things on here. I don't know if you can see. What did we get? The burgers, veggie burgers?
Veggie burgers, two sweet potato chips.
Sweet potato chips
And two hummus.
two hummus, okay. So, there you have it. My face is actually finally getting back to its normal color. But yeah, it's a little bit scary when it gets like that, because you kind of wonder if you're getting a heat stroke or something, you know. But I'm pretty tired afterwards, which is a sign of possibly mild heat stroke as well. So anyway, one of the reasons we like this place is that you can bring dogs inside if you want to, on a leash. Used to be that they didn't have to be on a leash, but I think they probably had a few incidents, fights, you know, or something. So that's kind of nice, because I don't think a lot of Portuguese businesses are very animal friendly, unfortunately. Hopefully that'll change, but it's one of the reasons we like this place. And I think the people who own this business are German. Is it German, Bob? Maybe, I think so, somewhere like that. Maybe Dutch. I'm not sure. I was just looking at this poster here on the side of Pachamama's restaurant, and nice. It's about this kind of nature school for children where they can go and hang out, and it's a really good idea. I love that kind of thing. You don't really see that much in Portugal, so it's nice to see it. We've got all kinds of certificates and things that they had to apply for. Insane, isn't it? Okay, we got our food, so what do we got there? We got, look at the size of that, my goodness, that's from Pachamama's. And apparently Bob just said that the bread is gluten-free, which is great, because I've never found gluten-free bread here in places in Portugal, other than, I mean, maybe in the city or something, but outside of that, other than, you know, the health food stores, you can probably buy some sometimes. So this is really nice, really nice. There you go. Thanks for, well, hanging out with us again, and on another video, and till next time, bye.